Thanks so much for stopping by today. We're so glad you're here. Today's topic is subitizing, but before we get into that, I have to tell you what happened on the way home from work today. As you know, wonderful Stanley and I carpool on most days, and today we were sharing stories of disruptive behavior that we have experienced in our classrooms. And, when you're married to someone for 30 plus years, you think, I've heard all the stories. But, oh no, Stanley always has more stories to tell. And this one was so funny to me that I said, oh, you must share it with our math family.
So, this story happened when I was in the second grade. There was a classmate of mine who was really, really super active. Is active the right word?
I believe
Can I use
so.
the word active?
I believe you can.
Okay, so
we all know.
This is a very active boy, and he talked a lot too, and so
active and verbal.
Well, verbal means it could mean anything. I mean, he could be making noises, but he was actually talking, so he talked a lot. Anyways. So this was a long time ago, and it was in the era where corporal punishment was allowed, and he didn't get swats, but since he talked a lot, the teacher actually taped his mouth shut, and we all thought that was funny. But anyways, he would actually lick the tape from the inside, and then he would like get the sticky part loose so that it would just like flap around in his mouth. Okay, so anyways.
You didn't tell me that part.
Yeah, that just came to me.
I'm learning with you.
I'm an old man. All these memories just like come back at random times. Now, okay, so he would also get up out of his seat a lot, and so the teacher actually got a rope and tied him to his chair. Okay, so yeah, we can't do those things now, but back then, I don't. Did it help? I don't know. But anyways, this part was funny. It's where he got in trouble, and back then, when you get in trouble, you have to put your head down on your desk. It's sort of like the Adventist version of the Scarlet Letter. So if you see a classmate who has his head on his desk or her head on her desk, it just means they just got in trouble. So anyways, he had his head on his desk, and we didn't know what he was doing, but apparently he was licking his pencil, okay? And so he's licking his pencil with his head's down, he's licking his pencil, and he's rubbing the lead portion of the pencil,
the mud,
underneath his eye while he had his head down. And then when the teacher said, okay, you can put your head up now, he looked up and he had a black eye. He had marked his eye with his licked pencil so that it looked like he had a black eye. And it was just so hilarious. Yeah. Anyways.
We can't make this stuff up. We just can't. So, thank you for story time today, Stanley. Thank you. Oh, subitizing. Subitizing is something that I just learned about last year. I had never heard of it. You primary teachers probably know about it. And this video is for, or this topic is for K-5. But don't you fear, you 6-12 teachers, because we have one for you that will be coming shortly. But subitizing is when you can look at a group of numbers, a group of items, and tell what the number is without counting. And when we saw Joe Bowler this last year at National Council of Teachers of Mathematics, she said that it is her belief that subitizing is the greatest predictor of math success. And I know, it's number sense, right? In a bigger umbrella, I'm sure she would say that number sense is the greatest predictor, but she feels that specifically subitizing. So it's important for us to do I started doing it last year as soon as I learned about it, and it's what I'm doing right now, and I'm hoping you'll give it a try too. And like I said, we have it for upper grade all the way to secondary very soon. So I bought this set at Teachers Pay Teachers. It's called Present Casey Crumbly, and I bet wonderful Stanley will link that for you. It wasn't very much, and I believe it comes in PowerPoint or PDF. You can get it in either format. So, you know, I really make a habit of, in those first about 10 minutes, 7 to 10 minutes of math class, I like to do something fun that has nothing to do with the lesson. The objective of the day is just to get them thinking, get them talking, get them excited, helping them to fall in love with math. And I call it a routine. And I do a routine about 2 weeks until it becomes routine. So we're doing subitizing right now, and these sheets come like this. And for ease, I like to cut them up like this. And so what I'll do is I'll either show it on my document camera, or I'll just hold it. My document camera broke this week, of course, and so I just showed it like this. So I have them take out their whiteboards, and I have them close their eyes. And then I'll say open, and I just flash it really quickly, and then I put it down, and they immediately write the number down. And then I say who would like to share how they got that number, and I usually let 2 or 3 students share out loud, and I always say who has a different way. So someone would say, I saw the 3 and the 2, and I knew that was 5. Now Caleb always does it this way. He always puts an extra dot here, and then he'll say, I saw 3 and 3, and I took 1 away, and then that was 5. And then I'll say who saw a different way. And this set comes with 3 dots, 2 dots, 4 dots. But I wanted to show you some of the more challenging ones. Look at this. So close your eyes, and then open, and you look and put it away. How do you see? Now you think that everybody would see 3 and 4, but you will find that students always have a different way to look. This one, you know, is like a die. But then look what the next one can look like. See, the die plus 3. You would think, I mean, maybe your brain is like my brain. I see 3 and 4. They don't all see that. Some of them see 3 and 3, which is 6, and then the 1 in the center. So many different ways to look at patterns, and isn't that what math is? Recognizing patterns. So important. Like for me, it's obvious this one is 3 plus 2, but no, they will see so many different ways to do this. They go even more challenging. This one, I told them, it was so funny. I said, the next one that I'm going to show you, I find it very satisfying to look at. And so I said, close your eyes, look, and the class all collectively said, ah. They found it satisfying too. And you would think that everyone would see 3, 3, 3, but there will be other students who find other ways to look at that, and that's subitizing. I do about 5 or 6 cards a day, and I have usually 2 or 3 students share their strategy, and we do it for about 7 to 10 minutes, and then we're ready for math. You know, we are at 270 plus subscribers now, which is just incredible to us. We are so grateful for that number. We started out with 0, and we have subscribers because of you, and we have views, you know, every week. We don't have a video that just has 1 view. We're so grateful. But we're wondering if we can get to 300. Do you know anybody who could join us in subscribing? And if you would let them know, if you share this, just so that we can grow our community. Jamie, it was fantastic to meet you at the Teachers Convention. It was just a thrill to meet you all the way from Wisconsin. We've been learning together the last couple years, and what a thrill. I would love to meet all of you so that we can keep learning together, growing together, and helping our students fall in love with math.